On a bright sunny day, after a night of gentle rain, the world glistened with fresh droplets. The leaves shimmered in the golden sunlight, and the flowers, fiery orange and deep crimson, stood tall and proud, basking in the warmth. Small puddles dotted the ground, reflecting the blue sky like tiny mirrors. Among them, a tiny figure in an old red hat and a long brown beard stood at the edge of the biggest puddle. This was Phil, a little gnome with a gift. He could control water. With a twinkle in his eye, he reached out a small hand, and the water rippled in response. "Perfect!" he grinned, plucked a large, sturdy green leaf from a nearby bush, placing it gently upon the water. He stepped aboard and let the magic flow through his fingers. The puddle swirled beneath him, sending his leafy boat gliding smoothly across the shimmering surface. As Phil floated, tiny streams of water leaped around him in playful arcs. He twirled his fingers, and the puddles connected like winding rivers, leading him through the garden. The scent of fresh earth and blossoms filled the air. The bright butterflies danced in the sunlight. Suddenly, a gust of wind sent a swirl of red and orange petals into the air. Phil laughed, guiding the water to lift him higher for a better view. From up here, the whole garden stretched before him, a dazzling sea of color, alive with buzzing bees and singing birds. With a flick of his wrist, he spun his little leaf boat in circles, creating tiny whirlpools in the puddles. He splashed water onto the flowers to keep them cool, and as he passed a drooping tulip, he sent a gentle wave its way. The tulip perked up at once, shaking off all the extra moisture with a happy wiggle. After a while, the sun began to dry up the puddles, and Phil knew his adventure was coming to an end. With one final graceful swirl, he landed softly on the grass, stepping off his leaf with a satisfied sigh. "Until the next rain," he murmured, tipping his old red hat to the garden before heading off to find a shady spot to rest. As the day wore on, the puddles shrank and disappeared, but Phil's laughter lingered in the air. A secret promise that the next rainy day would bring another magical ride.